Good morning, day 37. I got drenched last night on my way to Stony Brook Lean-To. It started sprinkling, which I recorded a little bit of. And then it was just relentless. I ended up putting on my rain jacket because it was getting cold and I was so soaked. But I made it to the shelter and stayed there. There were lots of nobos, chatted with them a lot. Everything is still wet this morning. So nothing better than it being cold outside and putting on freezing wet clothes first thing. Oof. It was rough. I ended up sleeping in a lot this morning, mainly because it was just cold and I didn't want to leave my quilt. And then I got up and made hot breakfast and coffee. And then I had to backtrack down the trail because that's where the water source was for the lean-to or the shelter. So it's almost 9 o'clock. I just started my day. It's probably the latest day on record that I've started on trail. Just so good. I am going into Rutland, Vermont to resupply, maybe do laundry if I can find a laundromat. It's about 10 miles to the highway where there is a free bus that will take folks into town. So aiming for that today. One of the other ladies said that it's a pretty easy hitch too, so I might do that as well, but we will see when I get there. So I've made it to the point in Vermont where the AT becomes the southern portion of the Long Trail, which runs south to north or north to south through Vermont. And it was the first long distance trail. So this half of the trail, I will see a lot more long trail users as well as all the northbounders on the AT. So everyone's been saying that shelters have been pretty crowded during this section, but let's see. Okay, I made it to the highway and tried to hitch for a while because I watched the bus pass as I was getting out of the woods, and no one picked me up, so that's fun. I am at the ski lodge where the bus stop is, little bus sign back there, and it should pick me up in like 20 or 30 minutes, and I'll go into Rutland, do my grocery shopping. I'm going to mail some stuff back and maybe do laundry before getting back on trail. I really don't want to stay in town, but this is kind of a pain to get to. It's not as easy as walking through a town, which have been very rare so far on my southbound journey. So, yeah. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to do all of my chores and I still have a couple hours of daylight. I think there's a shelter 3 miles up trail. So, hoping I can make it back by then and catch the last bus.